Welcome, everyone, to today's episode of Inward Journey with Terry. I am Terry Wildemann, and I have been in business for over 30 years, working with intuitive leaders and helping them to achieve the success that they desire. We go to places that help them stop the self-sabotage and integrate the practical, tactical, and logical with the emotional, the energetic, and the spiritual. So I have challenged myself to do these Inward Journey videos every day at noon without a lot of preparation, which is a big deal for somebody who's a perfectionist like me, trust me. So it's really hard for me to come on here not really knowing which way spirit is going to take me, but I'm doing it for a reason, because when we let go and we trust and we honor the gifts that we have within us, magic happens in some very interesting ways. I'm going to like to share a story with you of something that happened on Sunday when my husband and I went out to dinner. We were walking down the street, and it had been one of those days where before we left the house, I was running around and working and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And as we're walking down the street, all of a sudden I got this, I'm not in my body. I'm out of my body. I'm way in my head. And I took a deep breath. And I shifted into my heart to get really present in the moment, really, really present. And all of a sudden, I felt my husband's hand. I felt the clothes on my back. The colors around me got a little brighter. They got sharper. Everything was present. And that's what I would love for you to experience, and the things that I share how to do in a lot of the workshops that we do. So I just want to give you that little experience that I had on Sunday. And this is something that I practice all the time. But when we get stuck into the go, 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 do, have to, we get stuck up here. So just take a deep breath, shift into the heart area, connect the brain and the head with the brain and the heart, and you become present in the moment. So today I'm going to pull, remember I said I don't orchestrate these things. The only thing I orchestrate is which tool I'm going to be using. And today I'm going to use my box of rocks, the delightful box of rocks that I introduced to you last week. So I'm going to reach in here, and I have about 30 different rocks. And this one is life. Okay, and they all have a name on them. Some of them some of them I actually wrote, and this one is happiness. Okay, let's see what comes with that. And that one, nope, not that one. This one. This is all the way at the bottom. Keep calm. Okay, the technique I just taught you to just shift, take a deep breath and shift into this part of the body will help you get into a state of calm. Calm, ease, and flow is what I like to call it. Because when we breathe deeply like that, we oxygenate our bodies, we get out of this practical, logical craziness in our heads. And when we shift into the brain, which is our heart, and our heart is actually a brain, you can measure it, you can measure the energy of the heart 6 to 10 feet away from the body in a 360-degree circumference. And that is scientifically proven, by the way. So when we shift out of this brain and shift into this brain, they say that this is the longest journey. It can be hard, but when you learn how to do it and do it constantly, consistently with practice, it is very, very juicy, because it does help you keep calm, and it helps you look at what is around you and going on around you a little bit differently, just like it did with me. It was my wedding anniversary, for crying out loud. We're going out to dinner, and I wasn't even feeling my husband's hand until I did that. What's up with that? That doesn't work. So breathe deeply to help you keep calm. So I'm gonna do both of these together: life and happiness. Life and happiness. This is the one I want to put up. In our lives, we always have choices on how we view things, how we see things, how we choose to react. When we give up our power of choice, That's when we allow other people to control us. The goal is for us to control ourselves, not to be controlled by other people, but control ourselves, our own behaviors, our own ways of thinking, because what you think about comes about. We talked about this yesterday in Law of Attraction. What you think about comes about. So if you look at your life as being miserable, I'm going to ask you to take a step back and through a new lens with what I taught you earlier, just a few moments ago, look at your life with look at what you appreciate. Look at what's really good in your life. My husband and I just saw a movie called City of Joy that had Patrick Swayze in it. He was one of my favorite actors. And talk about opening your eyes to life and happiness. And these are people who were lepers. These are people who don't have two nickels to put together. And they were happy. And it was just amazing to watch how their perception changed the life of an American doctor that went. I really encourage you to look at this video, at that movie. It is an eye-opening experience, City of Joy. So your life, you have a choice to whether or not to look at what's really working in it. And when you live in the present and you choose happiness, joy, appreciation for what you do have. You have a roof over your head. You have running water. You have a toilet. You have food to eat. You have clothes to put on your back. Okay. You have a chair that you can sit outside and listen to the birds. All those little things can help to bring happiness. And the more appreciation that you get into, the more you appreciate about what is in your life in the moment. In the moment. It amplifies your energy and brings more of that to you. And I suspect that a lot of this is going to be coming up during the week because, as I said, I don't plan out these what I'm going to be talking about each session, but this seems to be a theme with yesterday and today. So I look forward to seeing what comes up next week. I'm sorry, tomorrow, and how it aligns with what we're talking about today. So your life, you have choices. Let's bring the happiness in by shifting, changing direction, and shifting into your heart, and it will help to bring in calm, ease, and flow. So I hope this gave you a little bit of insight, a little bit of breathing room, it opened your eyes just a little bit to look at what is around you and appreciate it, even if it's the running water coming out of your faucet. And again, the toilet paper, for crying out loud, the toilet paper, the blades of grass, the birds that are outside. They have been really loud lately. So just appreciate the little things and you'll be amazed at how more and more wonderful things happen to you. This is Terry Wildemann. I encourage you to please, I would love to have you join our Facebook group, Awaken the Possibilities. It's called the Awaken the Possibilities Business Hangout. Join us. I'm in there daily doing little things. And also, which is really cool, Activate Your Inner CEO. I moved it from August 21st to August 28th. And it's a 6-hour workshop followed by a 5-day inward journey experience. So you'll get 12 to 15 hours of me helping you connect with your inner CEO. So I look forward to seeing you next week, tomorrow, not next week, tomorrow. It's my other show is next week. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow and to your success. See you later.